Terence and Beth, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. Dear Terence and Beth, I am Ivy from Leyte. Thank you since I found my husband in your channel and we're already together now. We live in my grandparents' house while we build a small Nipa hut house.
In where?
Grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
My boyfriend is very nice person, loving, caring, funny, although not rich. But I am very happy to have him. We live on his pension month by month. So tight at the moment since goes to all the materials. You know, I remember your videos before, so I wrote you a letter to say thank you and share your funny stories. We are still in adjusting period. Eyes of the neighbor, people we met in our age gap, some judgmental eyes, other people's opinions, people's nonsense comment. You know, I tried not to be affected, but sometimes it takes my nerves. It takes on my nerves. How did you able to handle the Terence? Well, visit your place when because Mike wished to seeing you too.
How did we handle it? You have to learn not to take things personally. But that is much easier said than done. Because, like you said, you know, the stupidity of some of the things that are said is beyond belief. If they were required, if people especially people who make accusations, if they were required to put their ID on display instead of some nonsense username, they would never make such accusations. But you can't fix stupid, as they say, so the stupid comments will keep on coming. As for what you're going through or building a house and using your money month by month to buy materials, yes, we went through all of that.
Until now.
Sometimes we often sit and laugh about those times, because when we first came, we were living in Nanai's house, and that was a traditional old house, and the floors were made of stripped bamboo, and so things over the years, things like money and stuff fell through and went to the floor below, because the floor was, say, maybe 2 or 3 feet above the ground. Sometimes we were so strapped for money that I had to crawl under the floor and start looking for pennies and pesos that may have dropped through. That was to get gas to go into town. It was only fun when we look back on it. Well, do you think it was fun, honey?
It's fun because experience is a good teacher.
Well,
Experience is the best teacher, you know. And when you look back, you are grateful of what you've been going through, you know. And about the judgmental people, opinions, some eyes, you know, let them be until their eyes will get tired, until their mouth are getting tired, you know. Those people didn't give you rice, you know.
They'll
Neighbor
will never get tired.
Yeah, those neighbor of those judgmental or gossiper neighbor, let their mouth be shut up, you know. Let their mouth, you know.
They'll never get tired. It's what they do. It's what they do. They'll never get tired. It's like breathing for them.
Like about us, with Terence and I, when we encountered that, I ran to Terence, you know. I said, I just wanted her face, I just wanted to slap, you know. Sometimes that's what I did when we were newly married, you know, because I'm still trying to, what do you call that? It's difficult for me to handle it before, but you know, that's why I said to Terence, I just wanted to slap. No, you know, why did this? You know, I ranted to her and then I ranted to him, and then eventually I just said, what the heck? Let them be. You know.
What other people think of you is none of your business. So that's one thing that you have to learn, and that is that people criticize so easily. It's the first thing that people can do, is to say, no, I don't think that's a very good idea. If you want to know about how people are, click on to any YouTube channel, and instead of looking at the video, don't give much attention to the video, look at the comments. And the comments will tell you everything that you need to know about the critics, about the haters, about the bashers. You can look on a website which shows pictures of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was Mr. Universe I don't know how many times. He won Mr. Universe so many times. And the critics will still go on there and say, yes, but his form was never good, or he didn't have great legs, and he's worth about 400 million pesos based on how he looked and later how he was able to act.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to criticize when they get the chance, and it's just a fact of life.
Just look at this, man, that it's part of the it's our life is like a dish, you know, and we need a lot of spices to make it delicious, and they are part of it. You know, they might be a chili
Or
ceiling hang.
the example that I quite like, because it really does work, and that is a pearl is started off as an irritant to the oyster. The oyster gets some little imperfection inside its soft center, and in order to deal with it, it coats it in the material which forms the pearl. So that's how we get the pearl. So
It takes, in other words, all those component
yes,
will make it it's still a big part when making it into a diamond.
sometimes it takes a little bit of shit.
Yes, because shit is part of poop, and it's part of our body, and it's part of our life.
It's just it's the other end, okay?
Yeah, so that's it, ma'am. Just leave it, you know. And we wish you, you know, yes, life is not always life is a little rough, especially when you're building a house, especially when you're when you're just starting. But later on, you will just realize that it's part of, you know, and it's when you look back, you just said, wow, that's what we did, and look at what we got now. Look at what the house we got now, or look at how our relationship started, and that's 5 years ago, and now what we are now. You know, the important is the two of you are happy. The important is the two of you are been together, caring all those aspects of a relationship, you know, that you wanted to build, and that's important, and that's matter. Just remember that your neighbors or your those people that judging you are part of the noise in the road.
Part of the what?
Noise.
The noise?
The noise in the road. Like you're in the road, there's a lot of noisy cars, noisy motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
So,
Whatever you say, dear.
it's correct. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and happy New Year. 8 minutes. Bye bye.